Hey everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to use Google Calendar. So in order to access Google Calendar, you're going to want to just go type in google.com or just go to the Google homepage and you're going to look at the upper right corner and you're going to see a 3x3 grid and your profile picture. So next to this, you're going to click on the Google apps. From there, you're going to go hover down and you're going to see the calendar option. So here I'm just going to click on it and it takes me immediately to my calendar. So say I was given an email. So this event, I was just sent an email hypothetically, this is from me, but it's called the math meeting for mathing. And it'll be first sent to your Gmail and it would also populate on your Google Calendar. So you can also accept an invitation from your email or from your Google Calendar. To make it more safer, I recommend accepting it from your Google Calendar. Sometimes this can go weirdly, and so when you do press yes, it won't like register. It's just really weird. So just your safe bet is just to go on Google Calendar and accept it. So here I am, my Google Calendar, just going on it from the apps. And let's see. So I can fix it from doing it by day. So I can just look at it one day at a time. I can do it by week as I originally had it. I can do it by a month. So when I do this by a month, everything populates. So it can get a little overwhelming. Usually using this option is it's a good tool to use since you can look at your entire month from this aspect. And sometimes it can be a little too overwhelming. Personally, I like the weekly one. That way I can just focus what's happening that week. And if I am curious about what's happening the entire month, then I can just click on the month option. But let's go by the week. And again, I was invited to this fake meeting called the Math Meeting for Mathing, created by me. And yeah, so you see how it pops up here on the bottom right, the Math Meeting for Mathing. I click on that. I do want to note that the icon is actually transparent. It's not dark green. So I was able to personalize my calendar. That could be something in the future that I could talk about. But for right now, the color that I have is green. So everything that is green is what I have in my calendar, and it's it's solidified. So here it is. I haven't clicked yes, I haven't clicked no, I haven't said maybe. So I'm gonna show you what's gonna happen. There's also other options to propose a new time. If that time does not work with you, you can definitely click on that option. You can also add a note to this. So right now it's transparent. You see this meeting, I haven't said yes or no to it, but watch when I click these options. If I say no, it's gonna block it out. It's gonna fill in the color. So whatever color you have for your calendar, it's gonna make it solid and it's gonna put it here. If I hit no, it's gonna white it out and cross out the entire thing, meaning that you rejected the meeting. If you say maybe, it's going to color the block in, but there's going to be these little diagonal lines indicating that, maybe you might go, maybe you might not. Who knows? So there's those options. So once I hit yes, it's going to tell me I responded yes to the math meeting for mathing. And I am, and the person that sent this invitation is going to get an email saying that I accepted. And that's how you do it. That's how you do it. And then, I'm going to show you how to actually create an event and how to delete events. So say something happened this Thursday, I don't know, I took my dog to the vet or something. Then I can't show up anymore. Then I have the option to again jump around and say no. But I can also delete this off my calendar because it's in the way, right? So I can just delete it and the event is removed. I can also undo it, but you better do it as soon as possible because this little tab at the bottom where it says event removed can go away pretty fast. When it just did right now. So now that you have that, again, sorry, I'm going to go talk about the events and how to create them. So say I wanted to make another event, right, for myself or for someone else. I'll just link my personal email. I'm just going to call it math meeting or something like that. I have the option of making it into event. Out of office, that means if you're going to be out of office, then it'll just block off that whole time period that you're not going to be in your office or available. You can also set this as a task. You can also set this as a reminder or an appointment slot if people are trying to register for something. This would also be a neat one. So here I can put my title. I can adjust the times. I don't even have to go from this list. I can just type it. It can literally start at 2:13 p.m. and I can have this ended at like what 10 p.m. It's a pretty long meeting. Who cares? This is a test. I have the option of saying all day, not all day. You can also have it repeat if it's something that's reoccurring. So you can do weekly on a Monday, monthly on a second Monday. It doesn't have to be this. You can also do a custom. So you can repeat it every once or twice a week on certain days. And then you can also pick when it ends. There's that. You can also add your guests. So I'm going to add my personal email, and I'm going to invite her to my math meeting, and see how once I press enter, she's already there. I can still invite more other people. Add location. Typically for the math lab, we tend to put our Zoom links in here. So once you've created and generated a Zoom meeting, typically you just copy and paste that right in there, and you're good to go. So once an invitation is sent out to whoever you're sending this event to, they're going to receive this, and somewhere around this little box, when you go look at it in the email, it's actually going to show you where they're meeting. So the joining info, it might say like location, doesn't matter, but it will tell you like, oh, the Zoom meeting link is right here. So this is the best place to put your Zoom meeting link. So this is definitely a good thing. So yeah, I created my event called Math Meeting. I'm going to have this on July 14th. Yeah, whatever. No, not 14th. I'll have it the 13th. And I'm going to save it. And once I save it, Maria, who I'm sending the invitation to, is going to get this. So I'm going to send it, and it's going to ask me to send it. And sometimes if it's not like a school account, it will give you this notification saying, well, this person's outside of your school. Do you still want to send it? Yes, I'm still going to send it. And boom. Here I have my math meeting that I just created. And notice how it's all solid. So automatically it's going to make it solid. It's not going to be blank like last time where you were invited to something and you had to choose. But once I say no, it will go back to blank. Once I say maybe, yes. So there's that. That is how you create your event. You can still edit it. You can still add more people. So there's that. You can still add more guests. Yeah, and that's how you do Google Calendar. Let me show you how to delete it in case like you do make an error. You just delete the event. You can also email the guests, just giving a follow-up if no one's responded. Just a lot. So I'm just going to delete it because of course I'm not going to be using this. You can also send a cancellation message. So this Google Calendar is pretty courteous. But that is some aspect of Google Calendar, and that is how you use it. So yeah, thanks for watching.